You were busy with the contracts today. Quite a number of players have signed. Take us through that.
No, not today.
Not today.
I had a meeting with some of the players or members of the players committee.
Okay.
So there was no new signings today.
Okay. Contract extensions. Glenn Salmon.
Glenn Salmon has extended his contract. Ricardo Katza should extend his contract by today, latest tomorrow.
Okay.
And of course the new signings that you're all aware of.
Okay.
Sipusiso Zuma, Atusei Nyondo,
Okay.
from Karate Kicks.
Yeah. Mameni Young.
Mamani Yang, John Arua, Mario Boyson, we've secured on a permanent deal. He was on loan to us.
Nassif also.
Nassif Morris, of course.
Yeah.
A very important signing for us in terms of bringing so much needed experience to the back line. And just secured this morning the loan transfer of Nyanda from Orlando Pirates. He was on loan to Platinum Stars last season.
Okay.
And he signed this morning to join us on loan from Orlando Pirates.
Okay. Looking at your signings, what is the objectives? What are you hoping to get out of these signings? Obviously, looking at the team's needs.
I'm pleased with what we've been able to achieve in this preseason for the very simple reason that the window period between June, July, August is always a very busy period in terms of players coming and going.
Yeah.
That has traditionally been the case at this club and is traditionally the case in most clubs. What we've been able to do this year is that coming now into the first week of July, I would say that SuperSport United has been able to secure the services of 95% of its squad for the season. Save for 1 or 2 minor adjustments, which we'll be making over the next month to 2 months, the bulk of our squad is pretty much decided upon and is settled with the team.
Okay. Bongani Kumalo's replacement, happy with that?
You mean in terms of Nassif?
Yeah.
Very happy with the experience that Nassif brings us. I think it was important for us to bring experience to our backline, and Nassif brings the experience, the maturity, the professionalism that we would expect of a successful team like SuperSport United.
Okay. You might lose Morgan Gould. Is at Crystal Palace?
Look, let me explain to you the situation with Morgan Gould. Morgan Gould, as you know, is contracted to SuperSport United.
Yeah.
Morgan Gould, as we have always told Morgan Gould, that should an interesting offer come from an overseas club, that we wouldn't stand in his way. I'm a little unhappy with the kind of media speculation around Morgan Gould that has come out since we got the invitation from Crystal Palace. Simply because all that it is at this stage is an invitation for the boy to come for a trial. Morgan Gould hasn't gone to Crystal Palace. Morgan Gould hasn't been transferred to Crystal Palace. All that we have at this stage is an invitation for Morgan Gould to come on a trial to Crystal Palace. If things work out for the player, and the player is happy with his personal terms with Crystal Palace, and we are happy with the transfer deal with Crystal Palace, then I'm sure that it will happen. We won't stand in Morgan Gould's way.
Okay.
Do you have any players coming through the ranks from your youth system?
Yes, we do. We've got Gavin is currently working with a number of our youth academy players. A decision closer to the end of this month will be taken as to which one of them will be retained by us. But certainly we are very happy that 3 or 4 of them have come out beautifully for us. We're thrilled with the fact that, for instance, Ronan Williams is now our number 2. He done exceptionally well last season. Had the opportunity to play in CAF and in the last game of the season against Free State Stars, which was a critically important game for us, and he came through with flying colours. So we're happy with what we are doing at the youth academy level.
Okay. Speaking about the youth academy, you've got a deal with Space for the academy. They're coming here in a week or so. Do you have any activities lined up with them? I know they're here for pre-season friendlies.
We don't have any formal activities planned with Spurs as yet. It's something that we're working on, and obviously we'll make an announcement in due course about that.
Okay. Jose, any other thing?
Yeah, you've been linked with 2 Nigerian players in recent times, Fortune Chukudi and Omolade. Both defenders.
I'm glad you raised that. I'm very happy you raised that. it's SuperSport United has had very serious difficulties with Nigerian players. We were very interested in Fortune Chukudi. We completed a deal with Fortune Chukudi to come to South Africa. Unfortunately, the Nigerian Football Association chose to retain his passport at the time, and for a period of something like 2 months at the time. And we were never able to secure the players' services. We were then very interested in who played now in the under-23 African Championships. We secured in fact signed an agreement with Quara Football Academy, concluded a deal with them, subject to the player agreeing personal terms. We agreed personal terms with the player. For the last 2 months, we have been trying to get the boy to come to South Africa, and the Nigerian Football Association refuses to release his passport whilst they're in preparation for the World Cup. It's unfortunate because the FIFA regulations are quite specific in terms of the release of players to prior to competitions like the World Cup. They are retaining his passport, in my view, unlawfully and unreasonably, because they are playing with the player's career. The player's career does not rest exclusively with his national team. But for 2 months we have unsuccessfully, we have booked numerous flights for the player to come to South Africa so that we can finalise the deal. And that hasn't materialised. His passport is at the Portuguese embassy this week, at the next week it can't be found. For this reason or that reason, there has been absolutely no cooperation on the part of the Nigerian Football Association. In fact, they have been a stumbling block in trying to make this happen. It's sad. I think that these players would have benefited from coming to South Africa to play for SuperSport United. It could have been a huge springboard, not only in terms of their personal careers, but even for the Nigerian Football Association. I think they're short-sighted. And it saddens me to see that we've also with him have lost the opportunity, and we've literally given up on bringing in the player. It's sad in the sense that we've secured the deal with the club, we've agreed with the player, and we can't get the player. And for that reason, the deal is not going to happen.
Okay. Jose, thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.